Hi, I'm Brad Williams with your November 2022 Grow Omaha construction update. It's time to hop in the helicopter here and go for a flight. This month's construction update is going to be really heavy on residential construction. I'm also going to mix it up a little bit and do a lot of still photos taken from the helicopter. If you stick around till the end, I'll give you an update on a couple projects downtown, and we will fly right between the Woodman Tower and the First National Tower. We're starting off here at the 72 Place development in Papillion. This picture is looking northwest towards the intersection of 72nd and Schramm Road, just east of Shadow Lake Town Center. This development will have single-family homes as well as apartments. Next, we head out to 180th and Giles. Here we're looking northeast towards the Windsor West development. Now we're looking to the northwest. You got Giles Point in the foreground, and in the upper left-hand corner you have Windsor West. And then just creeping in on the right side of the screen, you have Maribel and Windsor East. As far as the roads go, you got 180th Street entering from the right and the left, but the road curves around and heads west towards 192nd Street. You can also see Giles going straight as an arrow through this picture. We'll have a better picture of that on the next slide. Here I'm on top of Giles looking straight west. On the right is Windsor East, on the left is Maribel, and then just to the left of Maribel will be a NRD dam site. Now I'm north of Giles looking straight west still at the Garden Oaks development. Next I head north to the 192nd Street corridor between Dodge and Pacific. This first project is called Ravello. The initial phase has been around for several years now, but they're in the process of adding a handful of more buildings to the north end or right side of this photo. Just north of Ravello is the Agemark Senior Living Community. North of Agemark, you have the new MD West 1 medical office. And just to the west, you have the first several buildings of the Sundance Apartments going up. We head further to the north, and up next is Anchor Point near 168th and Ida. Just to the west of Anchor Point is Anchor View, and as you can see off in the far distance, Majestic Point and the new phase of Majestic Point Phase 2. Here's a closer look at Majestic Point Phase 2. Just across Interstate 80 from Cabela's, you'll find the Andover Point Apartments. Workers are just finishing up the last two buildings in the lower left-hand corner of this photo. Now I head to 144th and Pacific and check out the new Applied Underwriters headquarters. Houses have started to go up on the latest phase of Arbor View. If you look on the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the Indian Creek Golf Course, and in front of that is 204th Street, and if you look on the left side, you will see Fort Street. Just north of Arbor View is Vistancia. Head east on Fort Street and you'll come across Devante. You can see the Indian Creek Golf Course at the top of the screen. That's Fort Street in front of it, and then on the right side would be 204th Street. And just a little bit further east on Fort Street, you'll come across Enclave Flats and Daybreak. This is two subdivisions. The left half of it is Enclave Flats. The right half of it is called Daybreak. Head back down to Papillion and check out Ashbury Hills. The cul-de-sac you see in the foreground is 119th Street, and I'm looking southwest towards Schramm Road, which you can see in the upper left-hand corner. Just across Schramm Road is Belterra. This picture here was taken in the intersection of 114th and Schramm Road looking to the southwest. Now heading east to Bellevue, we're near 48th and Capehart. Here you're looking at Bell Lago South in the foreground, and on the north side of the lake is Bell Lago. And on the west side of 48th Street, you'll see Lionsgate and Cedar Grove. Let's take a quick break from the construction projects. So we did a few aerial photos in Fremont, and on the way back to the hangar, the pilot asked me, "Do you want to see what it's like to crop dust a field?" And of course I did. I would like to take this time to say thank you to E&A Consulting Group for allowing me to use the photos that I take for them in this video. Every fall I spend 3 to 4 hours in the helicopter photographing our projects, and it's great that I can share them with you in this video today. And if you're wondering, flying around all afternoon in a helicopter with no door on it? Yes, it's an absolute blast. Here I am above the intersection of 168th and Blondo looking northwest at Bluestem Meadow. Out near 168th and Cornhusker is Cheyenne Ridge. You'll see Tiburon Golf Course out in the background. Up next is the new FedEx Distribution Center. This photo is looking northeast, and you'll see the intersections of Highway 50 and Highway 370 in the background. Heading east along 370, we get to the Granite Falls area. Here we're looking northeast towards the mansions at Granite Falls, and then in the background you see grading is underway for Granite Creek. We move a little bit north and now you're looking at the Granite Lake subdivision. In the background you see Big Elk Recreation Area, and as we fly across Big Elk Recreation Area and look to the west, you come upon Granite Falls North. Next, we head out by Nebraska Crossing and photograph the Gretna Logistics Park. While you can see a lot going on in this area, technically the Gretna Logistics Park is the dark brown area in the middle. You'll notice one of the helicopter blades in the top of this photo. Normally I Photoshop those out, but I thought for the video it'd be fun to leave one of them in. Next, we head up to the north side of Gretna to Highland Point, which is at the northwest corner of 204th and Lincoln Road. Next, we head just a little bit west to Lincoln Ridge that you'll see here in the foreground, and right behind it is Harvest Creek. Head a little east and you'll find Cadia Corner on the northwest corner of 192nd and Highway 370. Up near Bennington, you have the Iron Ridge development on the southeast corner of 168th and Military Road. Up next is Kempton Creek. This photo is taken looking northeast towards the town of Bennington. Back to the 204th Street corridor, you have Kensington Park. This photo is looking northeast, and the intersection you see at the right is 204th and Q Street. Here we have Sumter Crossing and Papillion. This photo is looking to the northwest, and the intersection you see somewhat near the middle of the screen is 114th and Schramm Road. Staying in Papillion, we have the Tower District, a new mixed-use development on the northwest corner of 84th and Highway 370. Field turf installation is well underway at the La Vista Sports Complex. This new sports complex is right next door to the Southport development. This photo was taken looking north. You can see the Interstate 80 and Harrison Street bridges off in the distance. After photographing a few projects right on the edge of downtown Omaha, I asked the pilot to make a quick loop around downtown before we headed south to Bellevue. I told him I wanted to get a picture of what was left of the library at the time. I said I understood if he couldn't get too close to the buildings, and his reply was, "Too close? I'll go right between them." Here we have the massive Mercantile building on the southeast corner of 10th and Farnham. There's ground floor retail, the Brickline apartments above, and a parking garage hidden in the middle. Finally, we have Heartland of America Park. In the lower right-hand corner, you can see the Farnham Pier. Behind that, the skating ribbon. And the new shoreline on the lake is completed and the lake has been refilled. Thanks for watching this month's Grow Omaha Construction Update. As always, if you have a comment, suggestion, or a question, you can send an email to news@growomaha.com, or you can always leave them below this video. Once again, we thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again next month.
If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.